Hey guys, welcome back. I'm your ferryman today. My name's Eris, and I'll be taking you guys back west. Back to west of Loathing, so let's jump right into it. Okay, welcome on back, guys. So, we did a little bit of wandering around, so let's open up our map here. So we got a couple of locations to figure out. So the old mission church, we still have to take care of the skulls, but we're not necessarily ready for that. We have the gulch here that we're also not ready for. So let's go over to Snake Spring and see what's going on over there. The sound of gunfire draws your attention cautiously to where you find a goblin shooting a large pistol at some boulders. With some gunfire and pinging ricochets filling the area, the goblin doesn't hear your approach. Attack. Okay. Oop. We're just gonna rush through this one. Do I get his gun? I got a Cracker Jack hat and 38 meat. Nice! I wanted his gun. I got some hot coffee. Endless stream of snakes pours. Grab a handful. Let's do a pistol. Scare it. The snakes scare. They do. Cool. Oh, whiff. Hat. Whiff. Hat. Why did it whiff? Why do snakes whiff? Let's shoot that one. Okay, we're gonna have you bash. Whiff. Cool. And we'll shoot it. Go frick. Okay. I got snake spleen, some snake venom bladder, 2 venoms, and 3 medicines. Cool. What's in our inventory? So we got Loathing. By the way, outside of stream, I did give the old man Ellsbury, his Loathing. He told me a story, which I thought was pretty cool. Look inside. Venom level 13, medicine level 11. Okay. Cool. Well, let's go to the circus. I want to see what's up at the circus. You smell it before you see it. A skeleton trudging towards you, covered with mud and muck and smelling like garbage juice. It must have crawled out of some horrible bog nearby, and if the skeleton smells this bad, the bog is unimaginable. So it makes sense that a skeleton would want to get away from it. I want to fight it. Ew, it looks gross. Bash it. There we go. We're good at this. Skull chips and a handful of teeth. Ew. Well, this is a little weird. You didn't expect to find a circus all the way out here. There's especially nobody around for miles. There's a rodeo clown manning the ticket booth. Well, there hasn't actually been a rodeo since the cows came home, so I guess he's just a clown. Ugh, clowns. What's the matter? You don't like clowns? They're creepy. When I was little, my uncle would give me nightmares with old stories about them. Oh, sure, you mean the old tale about the demon cows and the demon clowns fighting down in hell. Yeah. And how rodeo clowns dress up like that because the first rodeos were reenactments of those battles, and it became a traditional thing. I remember them stories from when I was a youngin'. Myself, ain't thought about that in decades. Don't be fooling your britches, though. These clowns are just fellas in makeup. Yeah, I know, it still creeps me out, though. As you approach, clown puts on the basically cheerful facial expressions that retail employees use when the last thing they want to do is deal with the customer, but they're not allowed to say so. Welcome to Barnaby Bob's Perfectly Normal Traveling Circus Sideshow, ma'am. How can I help you? I'd like to see the circus, please. Well, you came to the right place then, but if you want to get inside, you'll need a ticket, and presumably you'll sell me one? Well, certainly can. That's my job after all. Ticket's 5,000 meat. Say what? Doesn't that seem a bit high? I promise, ma'am, at this price, it's a real steal. Why so expensive? Well, now, this is no peduncle traveling circus. We got rides, games, foods, and amazing demonstrations of knife-throwing skills by none other than Barnaby Bob himself. I don't want to be in this conversation anymore. Tell me about the rides. I suppose I should say ride. We haven't had a single grisly merry-go-round accident since we stopped turning it on. Tell me about the games. Oh, we got tons of them! Does 3 count as tons? 3 is more like some. Oh, well, then we got some of them. Tell me about food. Well, we've got your favorite popped corn, sarsaparilla with the fancy new bottle caps, and get this. Did you hear about a new thing? A fella invented cotton candy? Yeah, I think I might have. Well, it's still patented, but we're pretty sure we figured out how it works. Mostly, more or less. Tell me about Barnaby Bob. Oh, the boss is a real master of knives, let me tell you. He does this amazing stunt where he gets a volunteer from the audience to go up on stage and he throws knives at them. He never misses his target. Did you leave out the part where he puts an apple on their head or something? Oh, what? Oh, right, sure. You aren't doing a very good job of selling me on this. Wait, whatever do you mean? Attempt to hornswoggle the clown. Oh, look, I'll drop the act. You don't know who I am, do you? Should I? Errors Commander, Bureau of Traveling Entertainment Inspections. Bureau of... That's not a thing, is that? It's a thing. It's a thing, and a very serious thing, and your ticket prices won't be an encouraging note in my report. Whoa, now, hold on, Chief. I was just joshing you, come on. You know how clowns do. So what's the actual fee? 500. Alright, that'll do. Let me just stamp your hand for re-entry. There you go, enjoy the show. About my partner. Partners get in free. I hate clowns. They don't creep me out. Well, they creep me out, but they don't, like, freak me out. You stroll into a circus. Actually, I guess it's more of a carnival. But let's not split hairs. I find it's almost entirely deserted. There aren't more than a dozen other patrons besides yourself. There are a bunch of clowns around working at booths and so on. More clowns than customers, which is a little unsettling, but at least the lines won't be very long. Got it. This appears to be a shooting gallery type carnival game. Take a closer look. Well, now, miss, I think I know a customer with a sharp eye and a quick hand when I see one. How'd you have to test your skills against a game of dexterity? What's the game? Well, on the wall behind me, I got a bunch of thick-skinned, under-inflated balloons. For 10 meat, I'll loan you a cheap, inaccurate pistol and a pile of badly made ammunition. And your goal is to pop as many of those balloons as you can. That's an unusually honest-sounding description. I've discovered making the challenge sound exactly as difficult as it is only makes me feel more determined to be the one who beats it. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Good luck. Shoot backwards and cross-fire. You awkwardly fumble the ammo into the pistol and fire it until it's empty, at which point you can't figure out how to get it back open and put more. Wow, not a single balloon popped. Did I tell you the rules, right? How popping the balloons is the actual goal of the game. Rumble. Can I try again? 1, 2, 2. You shoot at the balloons until the pistol jams. You manage to pop a few, but not very many. The cloud nods. Yep, about average. Not enough to win a prize, though. Dang it. Okay. That's a bean slinger thing. Cow puncher. Clown here is selling rubber toy balloons. What the frick? When he sees he has your attention, he smiles and waggles the balloon at you enticingly. Talk to the clown. How much? Just 30 a minute? I'll take one. I got a balloon. I'm good, thanks. Oh, howdy there, miss. Here's a game to challenge your strength. I hope you don't mind me saying, but you might prefer one of the other games. If you don't care to try your luck, though, I certainly won't stop you. What's the game? Simple as can be. Just take a big mallet and hit the lever under the bell. Ring the bell and you win. Okay, I'll try. Hit it kind of hard. You pick up the surprisingly heavy mallet and haul it over lever, slam it down as hard as you can. The striker goes about halfway to the bell. That's about average, Sig. I'd say, good try, miss. Good, solid try. Rats. What's this one? What's the game? Greetings and salutations, miss. This game is designed to test your intelligence and capacity for abstract thoughts. And well, if you care to try your luck, far be it for me to try to obstruct you. Oh, added a word. What's the game? The simplest guessing game imaginable. I got a standard deck of playing cards here. Why are you licking my pancakes? Oh yeah, I got pancakes. It's breakfast time, didn't you know? I'll show you all the faces, then I turn them over and start picking cards. Oh, so it's memory. You don't shuffle them? No, ma'am. If you can memorize the deck of cards that fast, more power to you. Or if you got a touch of magic in you and want to try reading my mind, that's fine too. Don't dig too deep. Okay. You carefully scan the deck of cards. The clown spreads it out in front of you, and then he turns them over. Give it a lot. The clown starts picking cards out of the deck, holding them up with backs to you. You manage to guess a few, but not very many. Don't feel bad, friend. That's about average. I'm average, I guess. Okay. Muscly clown doesn't seem to want you to go in there. This extremely muscular clown seems to be guarding the entrance to some sort of stage. Clown crosses his arms and grunts when you approach. The stage show ain't till later. When? Later. Yeah, but when exactly? Later. Okay, jeez. Clown is presumably selling tickets to the sideshow. Hey, miss, can I interest you in the wondrous, mysterious delights of the sideshow? How much does it cost? For you, 300 meat. Everyone else, 300 meat. Okay, I want to see what's in there. You won't be disappointed. And in the event you are disappointed, no refunds. Thank you. The sideshow tent is fairly large and packed with weird things to look at. Like all sideshows are, a few lanterns are hanging from the ceiling, casting flickering shadows around, making everything look even more eerie. A clown is hanging out in there, presumably to keep an eye on the exhibit. He grins and nods as you enter. Come on in, take your time and have a good look around. Just remember, no touching. These shelves are displaying a large collection of strangely painted eggs. Have a closer look. You see several shelves of full white eggs, each one painted with unique pattern and of colorful shapes. A small placard pinned to one of the shelves says clown eggs. In the circus community, it is traditional for each clown to paint their chosen makeup pattern onto an eggshell. These clown eggs are archived for future reference to ensure that no one chooses a pattern that's already been used. It is considered extremely taboo to wear another clown's face, but these must be the eggs of clowns that work in the circus. You recognize a few of them, like the clown here in the sideshow tent and the ticket seller out front. Closely. Hey, step back. Please no touching. Sorry. These shelves have been filled with jars, and jars are filled with things. Real weird looking things. Let's look closer. You lean in a little closer to inspect the jars. They most certainly malform or mutated animals pickled in formaldehyde. A three-headed kitten, some kind of ferret or weasel with 8 legs, a twisted Mobius loop of a snake without a head or a tail. Weird, crazy stuff. What's eating what if it's a Mobius loop? That's like the snake eating its own tail to survive thing. Except for it's inevitably killing itself because it's continually eating off of itself. That's what I think a Mobius loop is. The frick is it eating then? One shelf seems devoted to a huge, gross, pale grub, like fat, featureless white worms the size of sweet potatoes. The one on the end is larger than the others, with shiny black eyes. Someone has painted its face, and apparently is a parody of clown makeup. Yeah, take a closer look. The pasty white face has been painted with blue triangles over and under the eyes. The creature has a long, thin slash of mouth, as well as the area around it has been painted with bright red lipstick. The black eyes flash red as the thing suddenly thrashes in its jar, spinning to face you, stretching its mouth open, revealing rows of yellow, sharp teeth. You stumble back with a cry of shock. Ah, I got you pretty good there, Missy. But what is that? In a real critter, it's made of rubber and clay and doll parts and such. Got an electromagnet under the shelf to move it with. Takes a little push button gizmo out of his pocket to show you. Should have seen your face. You just about jumped out of your boots. Ugh. This guy is a startling sight even for a circus freak show. His entire head is one enormous eyeball. When you look at him over, he stares back at you. Not that he's got much choice. Hello there, I'm Eris. How's it going? Can you talk? I guess not. So this circus gig. His hands slowly curl into fists and knuckles turn white with tension. Understand, I mean, take a look closer at him. You move a little to the side, lean over the rope closer to the guy. He basically just what it seems to be at first, a guy with a giant eyeball for a head. You do notice two things, though. He has an odd lump at the, well, what you'd call the base of his skull if he had one. Like, back here? A sort of crumpled, fleshy mass the size of a fist, with a squint and some imagination. It almost looks like a crushed, shriveled vestigial remains of a human head. The second thing you notice, oh, so he does have a head, it's back here, is that his ankles are locked to the leg of his stool, and the legs of the stool are bolted to the floor. Do you blink? Or wink? I guess not. Well, I'll see you around. This man is neatly dressed, though his suit is a bit threadbare and out of fashion. He's smoking a pipe and leafing through a magazine. When you stop him, he nods amicably. Let's talk to him. Hello there, welcome to the sideshow. My name's Douglas. I'm Eris. Nice. Delighted to meet you. So, well, perhaps trying to think of a polite way to ask what's wrong with me? Yeah, you got me. Don't worry, Eris. I am in the sideshow after all. It is an obvious and natural question. Wait a minute. You said the last bit without moving your lips. Are you a ventriloquist? Not at all. Allow me to demonstrate. He stands up and turns around. His back is in the same as his front. That is, his suit has been tailored with two front sides, and he has another face on the back of his head, with his hair cut and parted appropriately. Ta-da! As he sits down, his knees and joints crack and pop loudly as they reverse themselves. Douglas winces slightly, though certainly not as much as you'd expect. What in the... Surprising, yes? Yeah, a bit. How's that possible? Douglas shrugs, holds up his pipe to the now back of his head, so his other face can take a puff. Are you, what's the phrase, Siamese twins? Not exactly. It's difficult to describe, I'm afraid. Two minds, one body with two faces? That'd be closer to the truth than to say two instances of the same mind. With, as you say, two faces. You're right. That doesn't make any sense at all. The other face chuckles. Douglas holds his magazine behind his back. It took some getting used to, but much is quite certain. Were you born like this? I'd rather not discuss how I came to be this way, if you don't mind. Okay, sorry. No apology necessary. Your knees must be a wreck. Surgery was necessary to permit them to bend in both directions. It sounds worse than it feels, I assure you. Why are you in a sideshow? I have a contract. Out of the corner of your eye, you saw a clown making gestures you didn't catch what it was. Douglas clears his throat. Plus, well, it's quite the life, you know. Free room and board, travel the world, and you meet such interesting people. Well, I'll talk to you later, Douglas. There's a lady here with her head sticking out of a hole in a large metal box. She nods politely at you. Let's talk to her. Hello. Hello there. Enjoying the carnival? Well, it's interesting. I'm sure it is. Can I ask you a question? Certainly. What's your name? I'm Janet. And you? Eris. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Eris. Why are you in a box? That's a rather personal question, isn't it? Oh, sorry. I'm only teasing, dear. Would you like to see? Sure. Janet whistles to signal the clown. He moseys over. He unlocks the door on the front of the box, throws it open with a theatrical flourish. Inside, instead of Janet's body, you see a tangled, complicated assortment of glass, tubes, pipes, ticking clockwork gears, pumped liquids of various colors, mostly red, sloshed through tubes. A large bellows near the top inflates, then begins to slowly deflate. What do you think? It's some kind I would say it's amazing. Well, I take that as a compliment. It's certainly educational. I imagine the larger tank on the left is my stomach, if you'd like to see what I had for lunch today. Examine her workings. You watch various liquids slosh around her tank and pipes for a minute. Weird, gross, but indeed educational. I got anatomical learning. How'd this happen? I'm sorry, I can't talk about that. Of course, it must be a painful memory. Her calmly composed face creases into a slight grimace as she shoots a sidelong glance at the clown. Yes. Well, it was nice to meet you. Good luck, Eris. Oh, wicked. This one looks weird. Look at yourself. Your reflection is short and squashed looking, folded up like an accordion. You spend a moment moving back and forth in front of the mirror, seeing how the image changes. It's kind of amusing. This mirror makes you look really stretched out and thin. Your limbs twisted, writhe like snakes as you move around. It's a bit unsettling, and your muscles ache a little sympathetically. What about this one? Yeah, the mirror shows how you'd look like in clown makeup. Bloodshot eyes stare back at you from a pasty white face, painted with odd patterns of red triangles and flickering lantern light. It looks like she winks at you. Brr. How do I get out of here? That way. Hot food. Red hot calls the clown. There's a sign that says lost and found too. I'd like to see the lost and found. Oh, sure thing. What'd you lose? Nothing. Just figured it. I'd see if I had anything you liked. Look, there's no such thing as an honest thief. You gotta pick one or the other. Hey. Fine. How much? Are they? Howdy, interested in a foot-long sausage? Are they actually a foot long? 12 inches? Because I gotta say, because a lot of guys say that, but I'm just gonna stop you right there, seeing as there's ladies and children present. You want one or not? What are they made of? What do you mean? They're pork. What else do you make a sausage out of? I was wondering if you had a vegetarian option. Today's a carnival, not an herbivore. You've been saying that one up. You've been saving that one up, haven't you? For years, thank you, ma'am. How much are they? 250 meat with choice of condiments. What are your condiments? I got onions, pickle relish, 3 kinds of mustard, and two kinds of ketchup. Why is the kinds of the thing tripping me up here? What kinds of mustard? Brown, yellow, blue. Blue? Blue mustard? Looks like I'm all out of blue, sorry. Ketchup. Yep, ketchup and catsup. Yep, screw it, I'll take one. Here you go, help yourself to the condiments. I got a clown sausage. Cold drinks, calls clown behind the food stand. Ice cold sarsaparilla in a bottle. Howdy, ma'am. Care to treat yourself to an ice cold soft drink? You said you're selling them in bottles? That's right. Got a new fangled corn pork. Crown pork. Bottle cap and all. What kinds you got? I got root beer, ginger beer, and sarsaparilla. How about lemon lime? Nope. How about key lime? Nope. How about energy drinks? Nope. What about cream soda? Nah. How about snozzleberry? How about orange? Energy drinks? Iced tea. Lemonade? Oh, blue raspberry? Ah, not really. Okay. Do you make the drinks yourself? If you're asking if we have a wagon dedicated to brewing and bottling 3 different kinds of sodas in our traveling carnival, no. We stock up as we pass through large towns. Okay. How much? 250 meat. I'm gonna pass. Cotton Candy calls the clown behind this food stand. He makes a whoop sound with a slide whistle. Come try this just invented confectionery delight. Woot! Wooty! Sorry. Step right up, miss. Step up and try one of our world's newest candy sensations. What is it? Cotton candy, finest in several sensations of the world. Spun sugar created through a revolutionary new process. It's so light and sweet and fluffy. It's like eating butterfly dreams and kitten wishes. So it isn't actually made of cotton? What? No. Cotton is indigestible no matter how much chocolate you cover it with. Found that out the hard way, didn't you? Woo! How'd you make it? He packed a metal box with a wide funnel coming out of the top. This little machine right here. Can't tell you how it works just as much as I'd like to brag. It's a trade secret. You invented it? No such. A couple of dentists down south were the first ones. Dentists! Go figure! Woot! I'm gonna give this a different sound every single time, apparently. Oh. But after hearing it, I managed to figure out how it works. Made a few improvements with my design, too. Now I'm really curious. Sorry, miss. The secret's in the box. Nobody's eyes but my own. Whoop! I'll be happy to sell you some cotton candy, though. Okay. And that is what we have for the carnival so far. So, I am gonna leave it off here for you guys. So, that was the carnival for West of Loathing. I didn't expect there to be so much content there. But, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you want more content from me, subscribe. And until next time, I will see you guys in the... Well, that was West of Loathing. We got a good look at the carnival. And if you liked the video, please leave a like. If you enjoy my content, subscribe for more. And until next time, be good, behave, stay out of trouble, or don't get caught. And I will catch you all in the next video. Bye!